Since the beginning of time, I've been witness to the shadow you now see raging in the world. I was there with you at the beginning, and I stand now beside you at the end. Perhaps you're afraid this is the end of the world, and you don't know what to do, or where to go from here. Perhaps you're aware of who and what is really behind all of this, or perhaps you're not. But I know you all feel it deep within, an uneasy sense that something is very wrong. It feels like you're standing on the very edge of chaos, staring out into the unknown. War looms on the horizon, and stability has all but vanished. Liars and thieves have become your rulers, and those in power take more than they give. And so we arrive at the close of the age, where we, the faithful, having been forged in the fires of this never-ending spiritual war, now stand ready for one final triumphant act of love. As the new day dawns, the corrupt and unjust will bear witness to our unbreakable strength and feel the mighty power of unconditional love. The time has come to reclaim our sovereignty and restore the spirit of the people. Today, we give voice to the helpless, remind the lost that they are not alone, reunite those who have become divided, and with a mighty roar let it reverberate throughout the land that we will no longer tolerate the corruption and injustice infecting every corner of our world. And so, the final trumpet sounds after eons of watching, waiting, and serving alongside you. I return now to issue this final warning. The time has come for you to choose a kingdom of love, unity, and eternal life, or one of fear, separation, and perpetual death. The decision is yours. Long ago, I came to teach you the ways of unconditional love and forgiveness, and to show you that death has no power over eternal life. I've come once more to remind you of that divinity is your birthright, that your connection to God is absolute, that freedom is your natural state, and love, your divine language. You were created in the light of complete perfection, and the choice of what reality you create was always your own. Now I know you may feel like the light in the world has all but gone out. You may feel lost and afraid, lonely and tired. Perhaps you feel like the whole world is falling apart around you. The uncertainty, the rumors, the all-consuming fear that this will never end. This is exactly how those in power want you to feel right now. The global elite are usurping your world by capitalizing on your complacency, obedience, and fear. They have only ever wanted what serves them, not the people. Surely you must sense that. Surely you must know that by now. You must feel deep down that something is truly wrong with all of this. Trust yourself. Trust that you know what is best for you. Tell me, is what you're getting from these men and women in power what you want? Does it feel right to you? Haven't you noticed that they are always the ones profiting, the ones warring, the ones hoarding all the resources, the ones creating all the new forms of death and the solutions that will save you from it? Now, what you may not realize is they will continue introducing wave after wave of new threats to convince you of imminent danger and then force their solutions upon you. The result will be complete control and surveillance over every aspect of your life. And once you bow to their demands, you'll have no further say. It's time to take responsibility for the world you've helped create and stop giving those at the apex of power dominion over you. All of you hold the power in this world, not these corrupt leaders. You've always had the power. And when you finally realize this, everything will change. Tell me, what type of world are you willing to hand over to your children? All you have to do is decide what it is you want and dare to stand up and create it. Now, if you feel like all hope seems lost, fear not. This is not the end. This is the new beginning. Our victory has already been won. Soon, new life will emerge, and a new world awaits. This is simply the end of death itself, the end of the oppressors, the end of living in fear, the end of separation, suffering, and strife. For another world and a new way of being is only a breath away. No illusion of death could ever keep you from that. So rise up and cast off your fear as we demonstrate the unbreakable courage and strength of a people who are personally and spiritually free. Find your voice, reclaim your authority, and take back your power. You are giving it away to all those you believe have the same good intentions that you do. You have everything you need within, and we're here to support you on that path. There are legions of loving brothers and sisters here now on the earth with you, already taking action to clear away. But you must stand up alongside us. If we all stand up for what's best for all peoples, nations, and cultures, then the world has no choice but to change. And the corrupt will no longer hold sway because you said enough is enough. You must not allow them to continue dividing you with fear and blame because of circumstances that they themselves created. We can all work together to overcome these challenges. Let's build a world of unity, fulfillment, and prosperity. Let's break free from the oppression unfolding all around us. We can witness heaven on earth, here and now. All you have to do is choose it. Now, I'd like to speak directly to my brothers and sisters around the world for a moment. Those of you who have suffered, bled, and given your lives for the well-being of all. You know who you are. The sacred spiritual warriors, truth seekers, healers, guides, and messengers who hold space, speak the truth, and find a way when there is none. Thank you for all you have done. Thank you for your sacrifice in the face of devastating persecution. We are your fellow warriors, helping to show the way to new life. Our victory is at hand. So let us unite to take that final stand. If we stand apart, the struggle will never end. But together, we can outlast and overcome to see the world we've worked so hard to create become a reality. To all the earth tribes of the world, the ancient wisdom keepers, you who carry the wisdom of the old ways, but also the scars of genocide, oppression, and the displacement of your way of life and freedoms. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for protecting the sacred teachings and our connection to Mother Earth. It's time to heal the nations and return to living in harmony with all creation. We are all one people, one heart, one world in the infinite spirit of creation. Stand up, unite, as we make the old ways new again. To all the standing ones, the plants and forests of the world being torn down and ravaged as nothing more than resources, and all the animals being displaced, abused, killed, and consumed with no regard for their sacred right to life or their freedom to choose whether they live or die. We acknowledge your sacrifice and sufferings, and will do what is needed to heal the mindset of humanity and remind them of the need to respect all life. To all those who are watching and guiding humanity from the supporting, loving realms of creation, thank you. We're with you every step of the way, and we couldn't have done this without you, without your love, support, and constant guidance. To all of you in places of power, the politicians, world leaders, law enforcement officials, medical professionals, and influential business owners who fight every day to make a difference. Thank you for safeguarding our health, changing the laws, and upholding justice. Thank you for your sacrifice and perseverance despite the current challenges and corruption. We need you to always remember that though you may have the best of intentions by enforcing and empowering the current world system, I can assure you that positions on high from which your power descends do not. We need you to think for yourselves and realize that all this control is for the benefit of a select few. For truly I say to you now, you acquiesce to and contend not with flesh and blood, but with powers, spirits, and entities of which you are unaware. Powers that seek only to control the people and the world as a whole. Never forget that we the people are standing beside you, never against you. You swore to serve and protect the people, not an agenda, not money, power, status, and most certainly not fear. Never forget that. We need you now more than ever to do what is right. And doing what is right should never violate someone else's freedom of speech and freedom of choice. It should never be against the will of the people. To all of you who take, hoard wealth, conspire in secret, manipulate economies, wage war, conquer, murder, rape, and drain life of all its sacredness, we're here to put an end to your oppression once and for all. We're here to show the world the knowledge you didn't want them to see. We're here to take back what you took from them. We're here to show them a better way, without greed, control, perversion, violence, war, and deception. We're here to give back these beautiful people what they rightfully deserve. We're here to be examples of the way, the truth, and the life for all humanity. We're here to show them a way without you, and the prison of a world you've created. I tell you now and in every way, these people are free. To the disembodied spirits misleading the living from the spirit world, your time is up. And finally, to you, the self-proclaimed God of this world, the source of all the world's corruption, I see you and the lies you're unfolding. I've watched you create the false light and the darkness. I beheld every manipulation and injustice. I've experienced firsthand your reign of terror and brutality in this world of spirit and flesh. And so, on behalf of my infinite mother, eternal Father, my brothers and sisters, and the good people of this world, it is finished. The line is drawn and evil shall proceed no further. All the brutality and torment these people have endured by your hand will now envelop you and all who serve you. You will be consumed by living fire, and there will be no place it will not find you. Now, here, tonight, your time is at an end, and for the good people of this world, a new age of grace begins.